Hey everybody, Rick here. I'm back here at the Hoodoo walking trails again this morning. I know I was on these trails like a week or two ago, but I had an idea. As I said on my earlier videos, I'm always experimenting, trying different things, learning. Well, I noticed how close in I am on my intros and exits and that sort of thing, and it's because I'm using the bracket or just my hand, and so I thought, why don't I try using my selfie stick? I've got a really nice selfie stick. I thought, well, I'll just try that and see how that works. So that's probably the reason why I'm out here. And so I thought, well, I can walk around here for just a little bit and let y'all walk along with me if you want to. But it's been raining off and on the last several days. It just so happens it's not raining right now. It's still cloudy. The sun did try to come out just for a few minutes, but it got right back clouds again. But that's okay. We probably won't be out here very long. This is really just an experiment to see how this selfie is going to work. This stick, rather, is going to work. But, so, oh, and I'm going to take a little bit of a different trail. It's not as well defined. It's not marked, but I thought I would take it, walk a little bit anyway. It's not a big deal. So, anyway, if y'all ain't doing anything, well, come on along and join me. We're going to go for another little walk this morning. Let me turn you around here. Okay, here we go. Like I say, this is the Hoodoo Loop Trail. And one thing I didn't notice, it's got maintained by the Walnut Valley Flyers. And I really don't know who they are, but who's supposed to be maintaining this. But as you can see, they keep this part mowed where you park your vehicles out here. The entrance of it, they keep it mowed. It looks like it's been mowed here lately, or recently rather. But then the trails are just kind of all overgrown. So I don't know how much they're going to maintain these trails. So let's go on. We're going to walk down this way this time. My shoes are going to be really soaked. The grass is wet, of course, and the ground's a little muddy, but it'll be all right. Like I said, my main object was to use a selfie stick this morning and see if that made. I'm holding it out at arm's length, so I'm just going to see how well that's going to work this morning. Hope you all had a really nice Memorial Day weekend. We had some rain, off and on. I mean, it wasn't steady rain, but it would rain for like, oh, I don't know, a couple hours, whatever, and then it'll quit, and then a few hours later rain again. We kind of had that the last several days. We did manage to have a barbecue Saturday. Yesterday it rained. It rained pretty good yesterday. And at least for our area, it's supposed to rain until Thursday, and then after Thursday it's supposed to be nice. Upper 70s, mid upper 70s, really nice for the next 10 days. Now that's as of today. So I mean, who knows? It changes every 5 minutes, so I mean, I don't know. You just never know. Now see, there's a path or trail that goes off that way. I think I know where that one goes actually. But we're going to go this way. Like I said, we may not be on this very long this morning. I really wanted to do this just to use a selfie stick to see how well it would perform. I got a really nice selfie stick. It's got a tripod on it that you can use if you want to. And it goes out a long ways. Really long ways. And of course my action camera has a waterproof case. And see, what I could do is I could extend this selfie stick all the way out and put this in the waterproof case, and I could actually film some underwater scenes, and I'm seriously considering doing that later on this year, later on this summer. This is a I can't hardly pronounce it, a Queso or something like that brand action camera. It is very, very, very similar to the GoPro, just not quite as expensive as the GoPros are. Matter of fact, when I first got this and I got using it, I was having an extremely difficult time getting anything to upload onto my computer. So we worked and we worked and we worked and we did everything we could think of to get the content uploaded. It would not, absolutely would not upload anything. So I went on YouTube and I found some tutorials, and I just happened to stumble upon one where this gentleman had one exactly like mine. So he was having the very same problems I was having with uploading, getting the content onto a computer so he could use it on YouTube or just wherever you wanted to use it on. And he said, I could not get anything to upload. So he said that he got researching a little bit, and just by a stroke of luck, he thought he would try to use his phone cable, phone charger, whatever, USB cable to the phone, to his phone. He plugged it in, and everything came on. All the lights came on, so to speak. You know, everything came alive, I guess you might say. Boy, when he said that, I ran over and I grabbed my phone cable, charger, USB cable, whatever you want to call it, and I connected it up, and I mean it just, everything came alive. I mean everything. Everything came on. Come to find out, these cables, connecting cables, charging cables, are cables that you use to download or upload your content, are defective. He said he sent his back in. I probably won't do that. As long as I've got a way to upload these videos, I mean, maybe I can find another use for them. But I've got like 2 cables, or 2 cords, whatever you want to call them, and neither one of them worked. Neither one worked. And he said he had the very same problem. I've never bought a device in my life where the USB cable did not work. Never. So that was kind of strange. But one thing he did say that made me feel really good, he said he had a GoPro, and the silly thing fried on him. I mean, those are not cheap. You're probably talking $400 or $500, and it just fried on him. So he had to have one for, I don't know, he was going on vacation or something, and he needed one quick, so he went and got one of these. And he said the footage, the quality, everything about these are every bit as good as the GoPro. Every bit as good. They're just not, you're not paying for the name, basically. So I was finally able to upload several videos I had taken because I didn't have any other way of uploading them because the cable wouldn't work. I tell you what, that's just crazy. But everything else about this little action camera is absolutely wonderful. The color, everything is really good. And this doesn't even come with a mic. Of course, it's too little for that. But the sound quality is good. You can hear all the background noises, whatever they might be. I am real happy with this little camera, action camera. I've never had anything like this before. I'm just telling you all this in case you're thinking about getting one. Just be careful if you do get one of these name brand action cameras. I think it's ASO or something like that. We found it through the internet, of course. And everything looked good. They got high ratings. We checked everything out. But nothing was said about having trouble with the cables. So I don't know that everybody does, but apparently it does happen, you know, once in a while. So just got to be careful. Anytime you use a device, there might be a hiccup or two. Hopefully not. But the reason why I switch back and forth, see, I just recently got a new vlogging style camcorder, and I love it, absolutely love it. It's got the like, you can film in black and white, you can film in slow motion, it's even got, you can film at night. I'm really extremely happy with it. It's lightweight, it's small, but the videos and everything turns out really good on it. I've already done several videos with the camcorder. But it dawned on me, I thought, you know what, I'd better kind of switch back and forth and get used to using both of these so I don't forget how to use them. I've not really ever had so much different choices before, you know, so you just gotta use both, I guess. Just remember how you can use them, or how you can use them, and getting them uploaded and all that. But anyway, I know that when I finally plugged in my charging cable to my cell phone, everything was fine. Everything worked great. Now what I might do eventually is get another one. But we've got several of these laying around, so I think we're set pretty good, as long as I've not tried all of our other cables, but the cell phone one worked. And that's good enough for me, you know. It's good enough for me, as long as it works. Well, and another thing is, these are really meant to upload on an Apple computer, but we've got a Hewlett-Packard, and we didn't have, other than the snafu with the cable problem, it has been a problem. It's not been once I figured out or learned to use another cable, it was fine. Everything worked. So it's all good. Live and learn. Hopefully, you know. And I found out something else too. If you go up here, there's where it's where they tied down that cell phone tower, is basically what it is. I found out by accident that you can go around here, and there's a clearing, and when you see that clearing, you can actually see the parking lot. The last time I was out here, I didn't bother to glance over. It didn't even dawn on me to look to my left, you know, and there's a clearing, and you can actually, well, let me see here. That may not be it, but I know there is one because I've seen it. Actually, you can vaguely see it through there. You can see where the parking lot area is. You might have to walk through some brush or whatever, but it's there. But so I mean, it's just a learning experience. You know, if you come out and you walk these trails enough, you're going to find little things that you can do. Like I said, it's not a trail. There's not a path or anything. But if you get out here, or if a person gets out here and they want to take a shortcut, because see, there's the device, or the where they tie down the cell phone tower, and then if you'll look over this way, I think it's straight down from there. If you want to walk through that, you can actually make it back to the parking lot area. I probably won't do that today because I'll just turn around and go the way I came this morning, I think. Now the other trail on the other side, this marked, is a lot more easier. You just basically make a big circle, and then you just wind up back at the parking lot. I mean, it's just things like that that you learn by doing, you know. We're going to walk on up here just for a minute. Now this is the base of this. They got the yellow and black striped poles, and they got the fenced in area where this is strapped down. We kind of just circle around here. And that's the way we came. I think we're just going to go back around. We'll go back this way. This has a number of, once you get in here, it's almost kind of like a maze. I mean, there's just so many different trails that branch off, you know, once you get down in here. They're not done yet. Supposedly, according to their sign, they're actually going to be making more trails. So, but who knows? I don't know when they've got this planned. I don't know anything. Really, I don't know too much about it, but we're going to go back this way now. One thing about it, you have trouble like that, you learn how nice it is when everything does work. You know, I mean, it really is nice when everything works. Tell you what, I'm going to try something. Now I'm completely off of the path or the trail because I had an idea. Now see, here's another trail that goes this way. What I do like about this is it does have the stabilization on it, and I can usually record in 1080p usually as a rule and do real good. Yeah, so we're just gonna walk back this way, I think. That jingling noise is my keys I carry. If you're picking, which it might be picking that up on the video. And you know, another weird thing about it was when I was beginning to process or when I had it uploaded, there was no volume. No volume at all. And I had everything set. I had it all. Everything was good. It just didn't have no volume. So what happened was, I thought, well, I've got everything set I can possibly set. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload it. And when I finally got it all uploaded, there was a sound. So that was kind of weird. Sometimes, you know, you gotta take that leap of faith and go ahead and go for it. Another tip that I do is I never format the card until I'm done. Totally, completely done. And then, once I get it uploaded, I get it into the hard drive of the computer. Then I can go ahead and format the card. And I do know I read somewhere that they recommended, or somebody recommended, using a 128 gigabyte memory card for these. So, and I went to Walmart several times, even in different cities, to try to find a 128 gigabyte memory card. I could not find one anywhere. They had the 62 and the 32, but not the 128. So I finally just ordered it because I simply couldn't find it. I mean, nowhere. I thought, how crazy is this? Not to be able to find, you know, a 128 gigabyte card. Oh, that's crazy. But I finally got one. And of course, you know, it just holds more memory, you know, so that's always an important thing, especially in these videos. Okay, we're gonna go back down this way. And another thing's a good idea too. Always keep your eye on your counter while you're taping, because I don't know how many times I've been just taping and talking up a storm and nothing's happening. Now see what I did? In my mind, I got this when I first started. I seen the tower. I seen all that over there. When I first started out this morning, and I thought, well, there's a clear area, and I think I showed you to my intro. Now, you're not on a path of any kind, not a trail of any kind, but you look for that opening, which again is this area here. This is all open here. And there's a cell phone tower, and there's those four, or whatever they are, orange and yellow barriers. You look for that. Now see, there's another trail right there, but it goes right back. See, we're right back where we started. So now I go back over to the actual trail, this is the way we came, right here. And here we are. We're right back to the parking lot. That's cool. See, I just figured that out this morning, you know, so, yep, here we are.